everybody, this is Natasha Advani here. I hope you liked my last video. Now this video is about my early childhood 7th birthday. It was the last birthday with my mom, as I got the devastating news that that she had cancer, although I really didn't know the meaning of it. But I was really scared because I had seen her suffer so much, and it was not easy for me. So my 7th birthday, unfortunately, I still remember we were in the hospital and I'd cut the cake, and I was like, I just hugged her, because I just knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what exactly was happening. Of course, back then technology was not so advanced, and unfortunately in her case it was too late, and she had passed away. She died. But I still had that fear. Why am I telling you all this? Because all of us have inner child in us, and yes, it was very devastating for me to see my mom like that. And back then, about cancer, I was really had a fright because I'd only seen her suffer. But now it's totally different. I'm in the mental wellness space. I was able to fight a lot of things. So why am I telling you all this? Because all of us have an inner child within us. As children, as we grow up, some of us see a lot of challenges, difficulties, and we suppress our feelings. Like in my case, I became closed. I couldn't be very close to people because I was scared they would die. So all of us have inner child within us, and there are 3 types of child. Some children, they are the abandoned child. For example, a loss of a loved one or a separation. Another child is a criticism child. I always tell parents, don't criticize your child, because for a child, the parents mean the world to them, and if you criticize them, it's hurting them a lot, and all those belief systems, subconscious, stay with us. So as we grow up, we might forget our inner child, but as we grow up, those beliefs, subconscious beliefs, are still in our mind. So the criticism child is, when we criticize our child, shout at our child, don't do this, this is bad behavior. I always tell parents, do not criticize their child. Criticize the behavior they have done, because that's going to hurt their child a lot. So you must be finding what is this inner child. But we all have it in us, but as we grow up, we forget. And most important is, we don't heal our wounds as an inner child. Like in my case, I know how I had become. The death had affected me a lot, and I became a very closed introvert person, which was not good, because I couldn't really have very close friends or close people, because I used to always have that fear of death. But when I started doing these things, I started opening up. I started removing that fear I had in me, and now of course my life is awesome. So let me give you 3 tips to work on your inner child. One important tip is, you should either see your photograph as a child or close your eyes and connect with your inner child. First, you might find it weird, but trust me, when you do this for 1 minute, you will see maybe an angry child or a scared child, or frightened child. So connect with it, and this is a very, very effective technique. When you close your eyes and connect with the inner child, or see a photograph, you might see a happy child, you might see a miserable child, angry child. That's totally fine. Just close your eyes and say this. It is say this: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Really connect with yourself, and first you will find it, what is this, but after few minutes you will see some inner voice calling you. That is your inner child, and trust me, you'll feel so nice, and you'll notice a lot of changes the more you do this technique. So do this. The second technique is, you have to do things you did as a child. Like suppose you like painting and you don't paint anymore, or dancing, or just going for a walk in nature, which sometimes we all get busy with our lives and we say we don't have time. But please take out time. That improves your creativity, and your inner child will be more happy, and you yourself will notice a difference. You yourself will start feeling happy later on, once you start working on your inner work. And a third technique is you should write down whatever questions you have with your right hand, okay, like a whatever, and then the answer should be with your left hand, because when the right hand is more logical, if you're a righty, if you're a lefty, then please do the opposite, write with your left hand and then answer should be with your right hand, because that's indirectly not using your logical mind, and some answer which you might get and you might find it very funny, but please work on that answer and see, that you will see a lot of shift. Also, doing this technique, a lot of trauma healing of the past might come out, because a lot of us, because sometimes we have deep rooted pain in us which we don't even know, as we have two minds, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So these are deep rooted things which are traumatized is as a child, as a parent, or someone would have shouted at us, or these, for me it was a very big hit, because I was only 7 and I had seen something which I didn't even understand, but I know it was like devastating, because as you know, for children the parent meet the world for them. So I worked on myself for many years, as I'm in this line since 20 years, and today I'm over it and I'm much happier. So please do this technique, and I would love to hear from you that what opened up, and please share this video with your family and friends, because these are very important things which we get very busy with our lives and we forget that all of us have that thing within us. So do this, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Have a great day.